Good morning, fellow paranormalers. Okay, I'm in different garb again, and I'm in the car. So, I'm off to my fitness thing at the moment. Just a very quick video, I think, about something that I've been thinking about for a little while, quite a little while. I keep watching other people's paranormal videos, okay, you know, their investigation videos and such like, and it's what I'm observing is, and we all do the same thing, I'm afraid, but we all keep asking the same questions. Going back over several videos that I've done already, we ask questions, and we do tend to ask the same questions, because we're looking for verification, we're looking for validation that who we're actually speaking to is actually the right person, you know, or is or was a real being or spirit. And I had a thought that one thing I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to try and again, some people have been doing this, especially, you know, Mike Paranormal, Steve Huff and various others have communicated with the same spirit, or a spirit that he keeps using the same name and same language over and over again. And I think that's actually quite interesting, because like you would do a human being on this plane, when you communicate with someone on a fairly regular basis, one, you get to know them, they get to know you, and you start to build up a sort of a trust relationship. But also, like, you know, on this particular plane, you can start to ask more personal questions. And this is what this video is really about, is I wonder if it's possible to start asking questions about more pertinent things, like, I don't know whether spirits can actually, I don't know whether the word foretell is, but I wonder if they know something more than we do about the future, either of ourselves, or of the planet, or of someone else, or... Do you know what I mean? I don't know whether they can see ahead somehow, or they're able to see something in the future that we can't. For instance, you know, if there's going to be another catastrophe or another outbreak of another, you know, virus, you know, like Ebola or AIDS, or another disease or something that's around the corner, or another tsunami, or, you know, I'm wondering whether they're able to give us that information, or whether they even know. I know, and I have heard other paranormalers asking those kind of questions, and I don't think any of them have ever received a definitive answer. I remember someone, for instance, asking when the end of the world was going to happen, and they were given, like, you know, I think it was 2025 or something, or 2020, and I thought, well, you know, really, you know, if everyone asked pertinent questions about things maybe to do with the future, I mean, I was thinking also along the lines of asking specific questions about, I don't know, I mean, I'm just thinking there must be more to asking people questions. I know it's important to be able to help these spirits to understand, one, that they've maybe passed on, that there can be justice for, you know, especially if they were killed or murdered, or, you know, their life was shortened by for some reason. And I do wonder if it's possible for us to build up enough of a relationship with them to actually ask them slightly more pertinent questions than we're already asking. I guess that's where I'm really coming from with this. You know, we should be able to ask questions, maybe. I don't know. You see, I don't know whether what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to start writing down some pertinent questions that I would like to ask, that I'm curious about. The state of the world at the moment. I mean, our social structure here in the UK, our social structure across the world, about the expanding population. How are we going to cope in the future with providing food for so many people? Is there something about the future that we need to know? Maybe sunspots are going to burn us all up or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking off the wall. I think it will be interesting to collect some questions, and maybe if we all asked the same question to our, spirit guides, or to spirits that maybe we talk to on a regular basis, that they've come to trust us with information, and obviously we've built up that relationship with them, that we trust them with their information. I reckon collectively we could piece together some vital information that, it's a bit like asking a wise person who is still alive about life, about marriage, about relationships, about love, about business, about anything, driving a car. The knowledge and experience that has gone on before us and has passed away must be absolutely immense, and all that information is readily available, really, when you think about it. Beyond us asking how many spirits are in the room, who is actually here, how did you die, do you know who murdered you, or do you know how you died, all of those things. I mean, they're all very interesting, and I see all this repeated over and over and over again, and I do it myself, and I have done it for many, many years, because I think in the first instance you need to verify that you're actually talking to something real, I guess, or at least something that was real before, and something that you can get some intelligent conversation or intelligent answers from. I think once that's been done, and you can actually verify and maybe pinpoint down that you really only want to speak to one person, I think if we could collectively piece together some questions, and I think that would be really, really interesting, if a whole load of paranormalers could actually ask the same questions, and it would be really good if they were spread across the world, and then we could maybe document who it was that said it, when they said it, and what the answers and such like. I mean, I just think that would be a really interesting, a collective thing to do, to collate this information and see, whether it comes up with something really pertinent, rather than it being localized all the time. Yes, we can go to a haunted house, or to a castle, or to a graveyard, or whatever, and pick up information and EVPs and all of those other things about something that happened in that particular area. But I wonder if we can push it to go beyond that. I mean, I know it's something that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting together some questions, and I'm quite willing to share those questions, and maybe the process that I'm going to go down to ask those questions. Quite happy to share that, of course. Like everyone else is sharing their stuff. I mean, this is not secret information by any means. But anyway, do give your thoughts, give your comments. Reply videos, whatever you want to do. I'm open to thoughts as always, and I look forward to seeing you again in another video.